Good morning to the grind. Good morning to you out there. Good morning to you, man. This is the Morning Grind Grindology101 Podcast. I'm your guy, KeJohnna Owens. And guess what, man? I'm in Orlando, Florida, at the PlanNet Marketing International Convention. So this morning is a special morning. This is day one of travel agents have converged on Orlando, Florida. This is day one of the international convention. Not just the business, the travel business, it's the business of travel. So I might be talking a little low. I won't wake everybody up. The early birds have not yet awakened. I tell you all the time that I do this podcast every day, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, right? And each and every day, I tell you, that seems early on the West Coast. But guess what? On the East Coast, it's out here now. It's about 6:30 on the East Coast, and the early birds are kind of getting up, but it's the same grind. It's the same grind. It's a dedication to what you want in your life and yourself and in your activities for what you want moving forward to leave a legacy. So at day one, PlanNet Marketing International Convention, I come to you today to tell you, if you're going to do something in your life, get around people doing things in their lives. That's the main thing. If you're going to do something in your life, get around people that are doing something in their lives. It's already about 3,000 of us that have gotten here. There's from yesterday, got in early, got set up. I want to just take a pause for the calls and send an amazing shout to my amazing wife to go through what it takes to get to the other side right alongside you. To believe in you, to push you, to pull you, to see the best in you, So, Mrs. Owens, I love you, and it's our turn and our time. And now back to the regularly scheduled broadcast, if we can. And think about being in an arena where you're in the largest Marriott in the entire world. This is the largest Marriott facility in the entire world, and this is what the company puts together to make sure that you get the leadership, the training, the tools, the tips, the coaching, the mentoring, the things that it takes to win and succeed. Imagine if you just took an extra step for yourself. I'm gonna step out of the water. I'm not gonna wait for somebody to say or stamp the approval that this business that I see is for me or can be successful or whatever the case is. You got to get out there. You got to do it. You got to get out there. You got to find out for yourself. The only way you find out for yourself is you are committed to the work that it takes. Because you see people winning. You see people at your job. Why is the supervisor the supervisor? You work harder than him. Why is the supervisor the supervisor? You do a better job than her. Why is the boss and the boss don't even know how to boss? Yeah, that's one for you. Write that one down. I want to say, as we get into the day, it's going to be a brief episode. I wanted to just make sure that I stopped in and put a word of encouragement out there to you. Get out there. Do something different. Make the call back. They offered you an opportunity of some sort. You called your girlfriend, you called your homeboy, asking what he thought he told you or she told you, somebody told them that it didn't work. How can you live your life on what somebody else told you that somebody else told them that didn't work? That's perplexing to me. I'm trying to figure out what's the mindset that says, John told me that not to do it because Henry told him that his sister did it and it didn't work. Now, first, if we go back to John, who is John? And why is his stamp of approval such a credibility to what you could do with your life? And then, who's the friend that told him it didn't work? And what's that work ethic from that person that you don't know? So that's 3 parties down to tell you what won't work, and they don't even know what you're working on. Think of it. Many times we just let somebody tell us what's not working. We just allow people to tell us what won't work. Most times they're going to say that because they're not willing to work the work. Bishop Harold Jackson out there, that's how you say it. Nothing works but the work, is the same. Bishop Harold Jackson said you got to work the work. You got to work the work. You got to work the work. You have to get up and you have to get out there. You see, this is an early eagle time, what I call early eagle time. This is something you'll see them going across in my background here. As I say, it's going to be somewhere around 3,500 of us here today. But of those 3,500, see, I get to decide who I am within the number. See, it's still the same. Who you are, where you are, is who you are every time you're where you are. That's it. So I'm here, but guess what? I'm the same. I'm there, and guess what? I'm the same. Consistency. Let's get a little bit of that mojo in there this morning. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. The early Eagles waking up, getting it together. Let's see, early bird already on. Make it happen. It's gonna be a brief episode here, but I want to share just a little bit of what we call that mojo. So just to you out there, get up, wake up, get on your grind, make happen what you want to happen. That's the only way. That's the only way. So kudos to you out there to making it happen for yourself, believing in yourself, doing the work that it takes before somebody else has to approve it, before somebody else has to say it's okay, before somebody else says it's going to work. And here's where you give a real barrier or a filter to what you allow in your mind to somebody to tell you what works, what's not going to work, how it works, without knowing what it is. They don't even know what it is, and they're telling you it's not going to work, and you believe in them. I digress. I get a little passionate about it, but I'm going to tell you, with the people that generally tell us those things are people that are generally not living the life that we trade our lives for. So if you're taking advice from somebody that you wouldn't trade with, why do it? Back into it. Stand by.
People have this reoccurring nightmare that there's something, some force that's got a hold of them and it's holding them down and they can't break free. No matter what they do, they can't break free from that force. Well, I'm here to tell you that thing in your nightmare, that thing that's holding you back, that thing that's dragging you down, that thing is you.
There are two fundamental attitudes toward life and its sorrows. Those with the first attitude blame the world. Those with the second ask what they could do differently. It's much easier and much more gratifying to your basest desires to blame someone else for your misery.
You know what's so funny? We want people to make guarantees to us, but we're not willing to make guarantees to ourselves. That's the problem with some of you. You always want to blame other people. You owe you an explanation. You need to look at yourself in the mirror and say, why are you only giving 50%? What's wrong with you? You need to put yourself on punishment. You need to tell you no more TV, no more snacks, no more desserts. No, we working out now. You need to tell you that you owe you something.
Every day I demand more from myself than anybody else could humanly expect. I'm not competing with somebody else. I'm competing with what I'm capable of. My number one competition is me. It's always you versus you. You got to be the one to get up every morning, be disciplined, put in the consistent daily hard work, because that gains success. No coach, no trainer, no mentor, no boss can do it. You versus you.
I value myself enough to give 120% or don't do it. There is no excuse for not living up to your fullest potential. No excuse. You walk out of this room, you owe yourself. I didn't get here making excuses. What changed? I changed. And I stopped being a victim. I stopped saying I've got to wait for good things to happen to me. And I said I'm going to grind. I'm going to fight. I'm going to work. I'm going to press toward. I'm going to learn. I'm going to do everything in my power every single day to become a victor and not a victim. Why? Because I owe it to myself. Can't nobody stop me but me.
A victor and not a victim, meaning nobody can stop us but ourselves. So what that means is, man, you know what? My wife and I, we said, we're going to be there. We're going to put ourselves on the other side of success. We're going to put ourselves on the other side of what people think can happen for them and put ourselves what we know can happen for us. See, that's the difference. When you know you have what it takes, you put it in. When you know you're around the right people, you put it in. When you know you had the right company, you put it in. You could be in the right company. You could be the right person. But see, do you believe? Do you know you are the right person? So you step out into it. See, if I didn't believe, if I didn't know, I may not. I may not do what it takes to make what happens happen. And I do not know what's on the other side. That's the deal about it. You don't know, but you know. It's a difference. That's faith. That's diligence. That's dedication. That's focus. That's determination. The tenets of success. If you have them and apply them, I don't care if you started yesterday from Taco Bell, load the cheese. That's all you do. Load the cheese. Load the cheese in each of the tacos. But see, now the way you load the cheese is with a smile, with personal, something about yourself that says, whatever I do, I'm going to do it with a kind of intent and integrity that says, man, he put that cheese on there. Who put that cheese on there? Sir, I put the cheese on there. Man, that's the way we like it. You made it crisscross. We're going to call it crisscross cheesy tacos. Who knows? I can guarantee you those things happen. And I can promise you they'll happen to you. And I'm going to tell you why I can promise that. Because it's always happened to me. It's always happened to me. I've always brought a kind of tenacity, a kind of dedication, a kind of focus and different element to everything I've ever done, from the good, the bad, and the ugly, in every level. Then you find out what you want to apply it to, and you take the chatter out of your mind of the people that won't, most times people won't apply it for themselves. So the person that tells you such and such doesn't work, you got to look at them and say, do that. And even if they do, that's not your testimony. They don't have your story. Your book is not written. So don't allow somebody else's personal pages along their journey to be the book that you write for yourself. Man, you better get up and get out there and make it happen for yourself, man. Try, fail, lose, win. It only happens like that. That's the only way that I haven't seen anybody reach any kind of level of success worth talking about that don't have a story of sacrifice, of struggle, of issues, of what didn't work, and almost quit and almost died, and all the rest of the stuff like that, man. Can you believe that after all of you heard the Oprah Winfrey stories, the Steve Harvey stories, sleeping in the car, Oprah Winfrey, molested, the things that she had to go through, ridiculed, all the stuff, to be one of the number one speaker in the world at one time, the most popular media personality in the world, Oprah Winfrey. And name your friends, name the people in your circle that are doing amazing things, that are breaking through. Who's to say it can't be you? Who's to say it's not your turn? Who's to say it's not your time? The only person who could say that and really hinder that process is you.
2019 can be the best year of your life. But in order for it to be the best year of your life, you have to lay claim to that. Listen, getting successful, whatever you consider successful, if it's rich, whatever, it's not a magic trick. It's not God picks certain people he'll make rich and certain people he don't. He gives all of us as his children the power of choice. You have a say-so in that. You can decide to be rich, and with God's help, it's highly doable. But you first have to think it. The difference between successful people and non-successful people is here. I'm no better than none of y'all. I'm not a better person than you. I'm not a better Christian than you. God don't love me more than you. None of that. If you want to be successful, you have to change this. This has to change. Listen to me. It's not, what makes it hard is your lack of belief that it can happen for you. The fact of it is, though, it's very doable. See, but you got to change, though. If you keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to keep getting what you've been getting. So if you're at a place in your life and you ain't happy with it, you have to change some things. But you have to make a conscientious decision that you're going to change. And it's not dependent on anybody else. It don't matter what your mama think. It don't matter what your coworkers think. It don't matter what your siblings think. It don't matter what your children think. It don't matter. They have nothing to do with it. This decision is yours and yours alone. It's two people born in a hospital every day. It's a person that's born in a hospital that's going to get a job, and somebody born in a hospital that's going to give them a job. You get to decide which one you're going to be. You get to decide. Let me tell you something. You get to decide if I'm going to be rich, poor, mediocre, plentiful, happy, sad. You have a decision to make. Your mind, all right, here we go. This is the teaching moment. Let me give you this so you can get on with your 2019. You walk in the house, you pick up the remote control. Let me teach you how this works. And you press the power button. When I told you 2019 will be the best year of your life, but you have to claim it, you have to expect it to be the best year of your life. You have to live your life with the expectation that great things are coming your way. And that's how it works. Now let me teach it to you. You grab your remote, you press the power button. What do you expect to happen? You expect the TV to come on. Guess what? It come on. If you want to see Sports Center channel 46, and you press 46 and OK or select, what do you expect to come on your TV? Sports Center. And guess what show up? Sports Center. They got the concept of creating a remote from the Bible. See, God is tied to all of this. You better understand what I'm trying to tell you now. The Bible says, a man is as he thinketh. God created us in his image. God thought of this world. He thought of it, so he created it. So he made you just like him, that your thoughts can create things. He made you just like him. Now, you can't go make earth and heaven like he did, but you can make a better world for yourself. The Bible says a man is as he thinketh. If I was you,
man is as he thinketh. I think, but I knew. I'm a champion, so I'm a winner. I'm gonna win. Gonna play hard, and if you're going against me, it's not gonna be a good day. It ain't gonna be a good day. I could probably lose. I mean, hey, we got to get back out there. We got to get back out there. I need another game. It's not over. So if you take that same, I mean, I like here. Let's do my, my deal. Breakthrough thought. Tell you about Popeye. Just say it. So you remember when Popeye the Sailor Man, Popeye the Sailor Man, you know I'm old, right? So Popeye the Sailor Man, I mean, he had character, integrity, patience, he was diligent, did the best job he could do on everything he did, and he would take a lot of stuff from old Brutus. But at a point, it comes to a point where he says, that's all I can stand, and I can't stand no more. And we gotta face that with life circumstances, adversities, living check to check, and talking to the same people about the same. And I don't want to call it a name. We keep talking to people that's talking about the same thing, that the same problem that they had 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years ago, or something that happened to them at a point in life so far back that it's the body of who they are today, and they can't get over it. And how you going to get to something if you can't get over what you've been through? But here's Popeye. Popeye said, man, that's all I can stand, and I can't stand no more. Pop that spinach. I mean, it's a wrap. Once he pops the spinach, it is a wrap, man. Everybody gonna get it. So that's how I look at. I'm a Pisces. I think I embody kind of that kind of patience like that, where you take a hit. Somebody says something. I didn't say nothing back. I heard you. Somebody does something. I don't know. Depends. I saw you. But then it comes to a point, man, that's enough. There's enough, and when I pop the spinach, but see, that's popping the spinach on bills, that's popping the spinach on stuff, that's popping the spinach on AC went out. My amazing family dealing with heat and all, man, we in there smoldering. And I said, you know what? Oh, no, it's not going to happen like that. Because, see, you get to choose. You get to decide. It was what Mr. Steve Harvey just said. You get to decide how your life is going to pan out. You do. You really do. You surely get to decide how you're going to operate in how you want your life to pan out. People love you. People support you. People give you good guidance. And when people love you and support you and give you good guidance, and they really want to protect you, promote you safely. Meaning, go out there, make that team, but don't get hurt. You don't have to get in it. Let's see, the Ray Lewises of the world, right? Yeah, man, it's in or not at all. All in or get out of here. That's what we're talking about. You're all in kind of person. Be the person that, matter of fact, don't be the person that you want to be. Be the person that you want to have in your life. See, when you be the person that you want other people to be, I see you, champion. Yeah.
Hello.
How you doing this morning? I'm amazing, just like you. Good morning, champion.
Good morning.
All right.
I'm trying to get registered this morning.
Yes, they got registration. There.
Look,
they always think I'm somebody. They always think, I'm just a humble guy. You have an amazing day. We'll see you around. Oh, man. There you go. So, if you have the passion and the tenacity, as Mr. Steve Harvey just said, you get to decide. I get to decide what kind of aura I put out. I get to decide. I get to decide what I want in my life. And I get to put forth the effort to build what I want in my life. My wife deserves the best of the world. My kids deserve the best of the world. And the kids that they're going to have deserve the best in the world. What I can produce, I know I feel what I can. But at the end of the day, if I don't put my all into it, say nothing happens. See, I can sleep well. That's one thing about me. When I go to sleep, I sleep well. You know why? Because I know I put my all into the day. I put the best I had into it. I feel confident about it. I feel good about that. And everywhere I go, just like for the second grader young lady that stopped just for a second to ask me what to do around this place, I just told you that the 3,500 of us walking around here through the day, it's still early eagle, well, early birds, you see? I'm telling you. So it's not what I'm saying, it's what I'm doing. There it is. All right, sir. Good morning. No, you just fine, man. I'm gonna need those shoes. Shoes, shut up, brother. Good morning to you, my man. Good morning to you. Oh, man, I better get out in here, man. They opening the doors. Look at that. But I wanted to also, the effort to put forth what you said you would do when you don't have to, but you get to. Did I have to do this podcast this morning? No. And you'll see the recorded version because it's too early in California to do it live. So since it's too early in California to do it live, I did it at this time on the replay so you can get the recording a little bit later because we're about to go into the meetings. Like I say all the time, 6 in the morning on the West Coast, it may seem early, but at 6 in the morning on the West Coast, it's 9 in the morning here. By the time it gets 9 in the morning here, we'll be close to the first break. There you go. So do what you want to do with your life and give good advice. If you're going to give some advice, be in the game with the advice that you give. Jump into it. We see you on the other side, man. It's been the Morning Grind Grindology101. I'm your guy, KeJohnna Owens. This is PlanNet Marketing Day 1, International Convention, Orlando, Florida. Man, it's going to be amazing. Have a good one. Succeed on purpose. Success, love, speed. Leanne, hey, how are you? Man, good morning. Good morning. Good to see you again as well. Leanne Tregler, the COO of PlanNet Marketing. How about that? Corporate multi. Do what? Do the work, man.
Balance. So many people asked me, how do I accomplish all my goals and still have time for my friends to go out with? Hey, Andy, how do I balance my family and work life and friends with my new business I'm trying to start? Here, let me answer this for you. You can't.